Hi guys, my name is Mia and this is my final reflection on the Global Challenges and Sustainability Unit at Monash. This unit focused on the evidence and its integration in policy, as well as the importance of being able to communicate science on different platforms to people who may not necessarily have a background in science. Throughout the semester, I was part of the group analysing the Commonwealth Fisheries and Harvest Strategy Policy, created by the Australian Government in 2007. We decided to analyse the stock rebuilding strategies and stock recovery plans within the broader policy and scrutinise the integration of science and evidence within it. I was deeply surprised by the lack of evidence throughout the policy. Though I have never seen the policy process in action, I had assumed that science and evidence always played an integral role in the creation of any policy. It didn't seem to consider any particular species or the wider ecosystems. The guidelines themselves were based on a limited knowledge and understanding of current fish populations. This is particularly worrying as this policy dictates how we manage our fisheries and ensure that we are not overfishing. Without scientifically backed policies, we could be responsible for the collapse of entire species. With this in mind, I decided that the focus of my rapid systematic review would be what is the major impact of gummy shark fishing in the Australian southern reefs. What I found was that the Australian government had declared gummy sharks to be sustainable without assessing all aspects of the species, i.e. their contribution to the wider ecosystem, the post-capture survival of gummy sharks caught as bycatch, as well as post-capture survival of other bycatch species, such as the school shark, and how certain types of gear can affect the post-capture survival rate of gummies and other species. After the systematic review, I devised 3 key recommendations that could help manage the gummy shark population. I think what I enjoyed most about this process was using the future scenario planning tool. I feel it's probably one of the most useful tools that can be used in a policy process. It's important that decision makers understand the risks of a potential policy prior to its implementation, as well as the uncertainties that can positively or negatively impact a policy outcome. I decided to look at the role and relationship of cost and interest level in funding of a program aimed at finding new technology that would eliminate high levels of bycatch. It was interesting to imagine scenarios that included the reactions of different stakeholders to these very real uncertainties. I believe that this tool is perhaps the most useful for decision makers and for me in my future line of work, as it will help me find the biggest uncertainties in any recommendation I make and be able to analyse how this may impact the situation I am trying to improve upon. In this course, I feel I've learned to recognise where evidence has been integrated and utilised and where it should have been integrated but hasn't. I believe that learning how to conduct a systematic review has been valuable for my future studies. Being able to formulate questions and learning how to extract information from sources will make my future research projects easier and more efficient.